Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing now is Lance. That's Samuel, caught left side. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Lance now to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Off of play action, here's Lance. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It got his man, complete. Touchdown, 49ers. Calvin Ridley, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Niners have taken the early lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be second down.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
A play fake, now Fields to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tarvarius Moore. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. They're running it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You ain't got nothing.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to go up top for the end zone. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Let's bring it. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike. You must be true.
Play action. Now it's Lance. being chased out left. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Well, Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From midfield, here's Lance. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Going to let one fly for Robinson. And that nearly intercepted. It's incomplete. Now, remember, he had a pick earlier, but couldn't reel that one in.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Fields. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Gets through, and now an opening. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
This is Mostert. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Lance a handoff here to Mostert.
They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
A running play on first down will get 4 up to the 29. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Play action. It's Fields. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up on a safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21.
Not a whole lot of room to maneuver there, and I think that's because everyone took care of their responsibilities, filled their gaps, held their place. No place for him to run.
Yeah, looked good. Everything got funneled to the nose tackle. They swallowed him up. On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. They'll run the toss to Mostert, and he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. Kyle Shanahan, an offensive mind, but his guys stopped up short, and the Bears will get the football back. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Lets this one rip toward Graham, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, this now a 17-game regular season. Because of that, seems like now maybe more than ever, getting your open week to occur later in the season, that could be a pretty big advantage.
Brandon, it's always been a big advantage, and now, as you pointed out, the possibility of it becoming huge, likely. Most teams want that later open date because of injuries, you know, getting that rest before the playoff push, all of those things. Sometimes when you get an open date early in the season, it's not really much of an advantage. You might be playing well, not slows down your momentum. This is a big deal, and teams definitely like it. The later, the better.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. Mike, Ricky.
Off play action. Fields. Dancing to his left. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So we are at halftime here on Halloween As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown.
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Santos with the extra point, and the lead will be cut down to 14. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And the 49er hands team does its job. I know they're down, but starting the 3rd quarter there with the onside kick, what'd you think?
Well, I think that they're looking at it as we may not have as many possessions in this game as we want. There may be that sense and that feel that they've got to go ahead and make something happen, steal possession, try and steal some points, and get themselves right back in a position to try and win the game.
Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. 120 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. On play action, Lance. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Now Lance. And he'll find Hall. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Mostert. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Again, it's Mostert. And across the goal line, into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
On play action, Fields. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Now Fields. It fights him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Shreds the tackle. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. Back to the NFL scoreboard for his 3rd quarter in Indy. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll keep it on the ground. Mitchell. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
It's a gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on 1st down. It's Mitchell. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. And they'll go for it. Lance. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gehring. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Those INTs all sting, but you throw one in the red zone, I think especially as a rookie, maybe it stings a little bit more.
I think what you're saying is they don't all count the same, do they? Right? Interceptions in the red zone that you've given up points now, those are precious, so you have to learn from those and in a hurry.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. Flushed out right. And Graham's got it. Complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Flush to his right. And this is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Fields, we know he has the good mobility. He flashes it there as he scrambles for the first down. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet at head.
And it's a fumble. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case, wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time, completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Tarvarius Moore able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. After the sack on first down, Fields. What a catch there by Robinson. Touchdown! Alvin Robinson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback, because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that, because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He's at the 50, 30, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.